Hi, Catherine. Can you hear me?
Hi.
Hi.
Thanks for having me. I'm,
You're a little
are
too
you just
low.
seeing the bottom of my face?
Yeah. You got to get up there. Can you,
Is that better?
that's better.
I
Maybe even
can,
a
I
little, a
can,
little more. Yeah. There you go. Perfect. Thank you.
hi.
Hi.
It's so funny the quesadillas keep coming up.
Really?
Everybody makes quesadillas differently.
It never occurred to me to put them only on half wait, where was that page? It only on half the stuff. Only on half, here it is. Wait, hold on. Yeah. So this is your method. Tell me
But
the
if you're
advantages
using, but
of
if
this
you're using
method.
corn tortillas, you probably want to use like the whole thing and put another one on top. It sort of depends on the tortilla.
I usually use flour tortillas and I sprinkle it everywhere.
And then put another
And
whole
then
one
put
on.
another one on top. And then I cut it like a pizza almost into triangles. No?
So it's just going to be like that with this book. People don't like how I load the dishwasher. Also,
It's not that I don't like it. It's just
no,
that I
no,
do it
no,
differently.
I know.
No, it's so great because even like your laundry, because that's like all I feel like a disproportionate share of my brain these days is on the laundry because like I'm always like, what stage am I in? It's like a constant thing in my house is this laundry with all the kids at home all day. So this was also useful how to load your laundry, which I took this book and showed it to my kids who are almost I have twins almost 13. I was like, here it is in a book.
Yeah, right.
If you don't want me to show you.
That's right. Take your time. It's in the book. The book has all the patience in the world. It's going to be fine. Book can hang out while you learn. Yeah, I'm with you.
So what inspired you to write this book? And what age did you have in mind when you wrote it? Because I was like, maybe I should show my 5-year-old, maybe I should show my husband.
I keep saying it makes a great Father's Day gift. I feel like, we're sort of thinking of it as a middle grade book, which is like 10 to 12, I guess. But I think it's a real any age book that you might learn some stuff at different moments. I think how to write an email asking for something.
That was a good one.
That's a college student skill that college students don't always have. So I just feel like my hope is that this would kick around. And if you had a question that wasn't like how to use birth control, you could just like open it up and find the answer you needed, how to roll a doobie. But so I feel like it's geared towards younger kids, but I think I have heard stories that people's older teens are picking it up. And my feeling is maybe just leave it around. So not like here's this passive aggressive gift about how to do stuff that you should already know how to do, but just like it's on the coffee table maybe and somebody leafs through it. But I will say that some people have sent me videos of their like super nerdy kids like chortling through it. And that made me so happy because that's the kid I was, the like nerdy giggling over a book kid. So that's like my favorite thing in the world.
Awesome. Well, I'm sure there's going to be a huge range of reactions. And it's like people always say, I need like a guidebook to life, or I need like it. So finally, we have a little guidebook, like all this stuff. Although I have to say, I was reading it out loud. My daughter was sitting next to me, and I was like, how to make a phone call. And she's like, whatever. It's like, it's like she doesn't even need to know. The phone is like so useless. She's like, why would I even focus on it?
Until suddenly they need to make a call because every now and then they do.
No, I know, you're right.
The crazy thing is, like my 20-year-old just needed to make his first own doctor's appointment, which I say confessionally, he probably should have been making them already, but hasn't been. And he was like, what do I do? Literally, like, how do I? And we talked through navigate the menu and then what is who's he hoping to speak to? What would he say? Like, they don't have any idea.
Yeah, you think this stuff just comes naturally. Like, I feel like nobody had to teach me these things. I just kind of like figured it out. But maybe somebody taught me. Sorry, Mom. Like, maybe my mom actually sat me down and taught me how to do this. I don't know. Maybe she did.
Right. Or then there are the things that nobody taught people how to do, and then they become really terrible housemates. You know what I mean? Where it's like,
True.
I lived with the person who nobody taught about cleaning the bathroom. And we moved out of that apartment, and he was like, wow, that was the best apartment. The bathrooms always stayed so clean. And I was like, oh, hey, so no, not the magic apartment. That was me cleaning the bathroom. Like, but had no idea, that it was even happening in the background while he was like making guacamole. So
I
yeah.
mean, at least he was making guacamole. That's a value add in
Oh
every
my
way.
God. Such a good point. Thank you for that. Right? Silver lining. That's so true.
So like, how did you come to write this book? Like, where did your love of writing come from? How and why this book? Like,
Yeah,
what?
yeah,
How
yeah.
did we get here?
Okay, I mostly just really want to say shenanigans ensue because that was like the best line ever from your interview you just had. But I won't try to use that because it's just
Yeah,
really
I was gonna tell her. I felt like that should be the name of her website or a podcast or something,
or
right?
the next book.
Or the
Yeah,
next book. Yeah.
totally. Or a podcast. Oh my God, totally. Um, I wrote this book because my daughter, who's now 17, Birdie, when she was younger, and now, and when she was 2, you can't show her anything. She's furious to be explained to or shown stuff. She is happy to do it, kind of, but she doesn't want to be like fussed over, shown. She's so irritable about it. Like she wouldn't let you tie her shoes when she was 2. You could get out of the house like 5 hours later because she had to do it all by herself. So I wanted her to do something. I think it was like sweep the it was Thanksgiving, and I think I wanted her to sweep the kitchen, and she didn't know how to sweep. And I couldn't show her, but then she couldn't learn. And then when I went to the library, I figured there'd be like a photographic like encyclopedia of housework. I don't know what I was picturing, but that it would be like step by step, that each thing would be like how to sweep, and there'd be like 50 photographs, like one of those DK books about like taking care of your pets. So
Yeah.
I went to get that, and I asked the librarian, I was like, where's your giant photographic encyclopedia of housework for children? And she was like, yeah, that's not a thing. And so I pitched that book, the giant photographic encyclopedia, to Story, my publisher, who I love. And they were like, yeah, so that's fun, only not fun at all. Like, could you do that, but not exactly that? And then we came up with this, and then they had the idea for doing it as a graphic novel and including communication, which is actually my favorite thing to talk to kids about, communication skills. I mean, I think what they used to call etiquette to some extent. Um, and then they hired Debbie Fong, the illustrator, and then my life became perfect.
The
That's,
illustrations are fantastic. They really are. I mean,
they are so
it's like,
tremendous.
and I love like all the different color here. I'm like looking at myself, like, but it's even like all organized by color, and it's just really great. It's like, yeah, I want to like force everybody in my household to read it. Not force. That sounds bad, like they wouldn't want to, but
Leave
it's
it on
like
the
fun.
coffee table.
I'm gonna leave it out. I'll leave it out. Yes, against my normal passive aggressive tendencies. Well, thank you, Catherine. Thanks for writing this book and giving the rest of us sort of like it's like you took like, what's the expression, like letting us off the hook. You let the rest of us off the hook by doing this for us. So thanks. That's awesome.
Thank you so much.
Where are you based, by the way? Where are you in the world?
I'm in Amherst, Massachusetts.
Okay. All right. I always like to know because you never know. Maybe anyway, well, one of these days if you're in New York or LA or whatever, I will run into you and
I would love that.
We can commiserate over some of these things that people are not doing that they should be doing.
Right, over lurching from one disaster to the next. I'm just going to quote your previous guest. That's just going to be my whole shtick.
Love it. All right. Bye, Catherine.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye.
Okay, bye.